All right, this is my second ICM video. I'm not actually going to be using ICMizer for this. I took a lot of these screenshots from spots today, so they're pretty fresh. Just wanted to kind of, illustrate my real-time thought process. Wanted to, show some spots to generate some discussion. Would love some feedback. I'm sure I'm making lots of mistakes here. I actually did run a lot of these spots in ICMizer, and so I know some of the answers, but I think it's appropriate to deviate from that quite often. So just wanted to discuss kind of what I'm thinking in moment, and gonna hop into this. It's gonna be about 10 or 11 spots. This will be quick. So this is a $44 9-man. I am 3 of 6. I have roughly 14 bigs, 13, 14 bigs. And the chip leader folds, and it's to me in the cutoff with King 9 suited. I think King 10 and King Jack suited are shoves. King 9 suited is debatable. I think given people's tendency to overfold, I think it's fine. But I think it's close. So let me know. Okay, next spot. This one looks like a punt. This is a $55 9-man. I am 3 of 6. I also am in good position with the blinds hitting the other players before they hit me. I'm only 6.5 bigs deep. The short stack is 3 big blinds deep, but I actually think small blind and big blind have to fold pretty tight here. I'm not saying they know to do that or will do that, or maybe they're going to fold too tight, but I thought this was super close. I actually haven't run this spot yet. I'm going to run it after the video. 10-4 suited, probably fold. 10-5 suited seemed too good. This seemed really close though. Could be a punt. All right, this is the most interesting hand in the video. $55 9-man, a direct bubble. I'm in the small blind with, I want to say 4 bigs effective, which is so shallow. The big blind starts the hand with about 2,000. I have about 1,500, and the blinds are 200, 400, ante 40. So I ran this in ICMizer, and Poker 12 is supposed to shove any 2. If he shoves any 2, I'm supposed to be calling King 10 suited plus. So I made a light call by 1 pip. However, I think Poker 12 only shoves 80%, not 100%. And when he shoves 80%, I'm actually only supposed to call King Jack suited plus. I also think I have an edge of the field, earliest over tree and 50, and don't watch. However, that being said, I have 4 bigs. I am about to beat the button, which is nice, but I thought King 9 suited was just too strong, and he's going to have too much of this, low suited kings, low suited queens. I'm dominating this hand. But I am risking my whole tournament life, and tree and 50 is about to hit the small blind. The thing is, even if tree and 50 hits the small blind, he'll be ahead of me still by half of a big blind. I think he started the hand a big blind ahead of me. So I thought this was close. Let me know what you guys think. I went for it to try to play for first, but it is kind of brutal to bubble, especially if you think that you have an edge. This looks pretty basic. I don't know why I thought about this. This is a $22 9-man. I'm in 5th. I have 6 bigs. I think for sure I'm shoving button. I still think the blinds are overfolding. I just think that with Make Him Stay Up behind me, who is probably going to correctly call, Queen 6 is just a little too junky. I think Queen 9 off I'm shoving. I don't know about Queen 8 off. I don't know about Queen 7 off, but I folded this. What do you guys think about it? Okay. Really trying to study up on my offsuit low ace hands, especially from low jack, high jack cutoff. I start this hand with 11 or 12 bigs. I am in 4th. It is a 9-man. There's 5 left. I took the spot as a shove. I think it's good. I think it's close though. I think I would probably fold I don't know. I may shove all aces. I'm not sure. I'd probably shove King Jack suited here, and maybe King 10 suited, maybe King 9 suited. I don't know. All right, I don't remember what I did here. This is a 55 9-man direct bubble. I'm under the gun with 6 bigs. I think you can make an argument for folding and shoving. I think you can definitely make an argument for folding because everyone's going to overfold. But you can also make an argument for folding because, one, it just may be a fold in ICMizer. I'm going to run this spot as well. But 2, I think I have a big skill edge, especially over Mac Boss. Mac Boss is like terrible. And so I don't necessarily need to take this spot. I mean, Moronic Waves, like in an ICM cage, is going to be folding a lot. Cutler's probably going to overfold, but it's just pretty brutal to like run into it. I do have the blinds coming up, so I may have gone for this shove. I'm not sure. I don't remember, but this was close, and so I screenshotted it. Here's really confusing. I basically tried to highlight that I was cut off with 11 bigs, and there was a 10 big stack in the small blind. I think I'd be shoving like king 9 suited plus. I think ICMizer has me shoving all pairs but deuces. I'd probably shove deuces. Just people are going to overfold a little bit. This is a $22 9-man. Yeah, sorry, this spot was kind of, it was for me for later. This is the second most interesting hand, I thought. This is a 110 6 max direct bubble. I'm in the button with 7.5 bigs, small blind, overfolds, massive chip leader, but overfolds. So it sucks because, like, as you can see from the screenshot, this isn't any 2-shove spot for her. She just passes on it. Big blind starts the hand with 6 bigs. And so this is really close for me because, like, I think this is an ICM shove. I actually ran it. It's not. King 10 suited is an ICM shove. So this is like the exact borderline. However, I think I have a big skill edge. Again, I'm only 6 bigs deep or 7.5 bigs deep. Like, hard to really flex the skill edge that much, but I passed. I probably should have taken it though, just given small blinds, like, they're just not aware. Like, it just sucks when I'm letting big blind like gain a small blind here. This was kind of frisky. This is a $55 6 max. Ran this in ICMizer. It said that this was the exact borderline. Like, I think 7-8 suited is a shove, 6-8 suited is a fold. But I kind of think Fish in a Barrel is going to overfold to me here. Actually, no, never mind. He's in third, top 2 pay. Mark and Adam are definitely overfolding though, and I just think it's a good spot to take. Maybe close though. Here I screenshotted because I wanted to know what would happen, like what I would do if Kara folded, with Mark being like 5 bigs deep and Fish in a Barrel being like 11 or 12 bigs deep. And I think I would shove king 8, but I think I would fold king 6. I think king 7's close. I think you could make an argument for shoving. Yep, we've got a couple more to go. Okay. Ran this spot in ICMizer, and this was a fold. It had me shoving ace 4 off, ace 5 off, folding ace 6 off, and then shoving ace 7 off. So I thought that was interesting. But, you know, big blind has 9 bigs, small blind's just overfolding and has 4 bigs. And I do think Fish in a Barrel will overfold though, just because he's like so far in second. But he's a good player. I don't know. I thought this was like near an any 2 card spot on the direct bubble, just with how tight everyone here has to be calling. I ran this in ICMizer, and I think it was like 70%, so Jack 10 off is a shove. Made a blunder here, but I don't know. What do you guys think about this? So direct bubble, $55 9-man. ICMizer is interesting. Like, definitely aware enough to shove wide here. You know, he's in 4th place with 8 bigs in the button. But I don't even know if he shoves wide enough, even though he's shoving way wider than population. But even still, I ran this in ICMizer, and if he was shoving correctly, it has me calling a7 suited and then folding a6 suited and below. So this was like very borderline. I ended up calling, and he ended up having, I think, like some king X or like 9-10 off or something like that. But I thought this was more of a slam dunk call. I did tank a while, but what would you guys do here? I know that Kip and Mac are like pretty bad, so I'm also trying to balance that as well. Okay, this is the last hand of the session. So I'm in second place, and there's 6 left, so quite a ways to go to the money. And make him say a really good player is chip leading. So I start the hand under the gun with like 10 bigs, which is so shallow. So a couple things. Even though I'm under the gun, and even though I'm in second, I still think ace-10 off is just too strong. So I ran this in ICMizer, and ace-10 off is a shove. However, this is a $22 9-man. This is kind of like why I made the video. I want to talk about spots like this. I chose to min raise instead of shove. I thought this was a way to like lower variance while still kind of like achieving the same results. You know, am I really imbalanced here? Am I doing this with really strong hands? Like maybe I'm also like I have traps in here. But I just think it sucks if I shove, because the best, player at the table is also the person who has me covered, and to like have him have like ace queen here just like sucks. But I chose to min raise instead. I also thought the field was really soft, so I didn't want to like bust as well. But yeah, so I know I didn't look at ICMizer on the video. I just kind of wanted to talk about like what I'm doing in real time. What do you guys think? Where am I making mistakes, or like where should I be deviating from ICMizer, or like what are you guys doing? All right, thank you.